I see you. Die hard. Trap. We gonna do this one the right way. We in here forever. Yeah. Die hard. Homie, die hard. You can check the swag, he the realest by far. Swimming in that blue and orange, he the lifeguard. Yeah, he been through pain, at least he got some nice scars. He can smell a trophy, yeah, you need it back to back. Represent himself, his own name is on his back. 10 toes down, try to stop him, he come back. Bandwagon hoppers, he will knock you off your tracks. You ain't saying nothing, Nero been here from the start. He been working in the lab to take his team and make it art. See him going over film to help him build and make him smart. He will tell you how he feels because he's real and he got heart. He will never fade away, he will never change his face. Everybody picking faves and he's feeling out of place. Cause he is for the team and he always rep the squad. Like that Christmas movie, he gon' always die hard. City on my back. They ask me what's my name and it's on my back. I'm just speaking facts. We got big dreams, we ain't looking back. We be really die hard, yeah, that's a fact. We be really die hard, ain't no going back. Make the whole crowd rise like a thermostat. Fourth quarter, I'm the killer that's gon' murder that.
Now that's some funny shit. I hit the wrong button. This is the button I meant to press. Yeah. Shit. So this 6:30 podcast just turned into like something else, man. But it's not really after hours yet. This is still the daytime, so I can't really get into what I wanted to say just now for shits and giggles, but it's too early for that. But anyway, you see Die Hard State of Mind on the screen. It was supposed to be Die Hard State of Mind today at 6, but you know, things happen. I would have been late anyway, to tell you the truth. I was caught in traffic. Anybody that's in New York right now, I don't know what's happening in Queens. Queens Boulevard was a freaking zoo today, man. Everybody's driving slow and fast at the same time. People running lights. Yellowstone was basically like a parking lot. So anyway, shout out to anybody in Queens. Everybody already knows the different crossroads and stuff like that. It's annoying, to tell you the truth. You know, they keep taking out lanes of the highways, lanes of not highways, but lanes of the major roads, and putting bike lanes and stuff like that. You know, they keep deleting different places like buildings or whatever, and then they just like destroy the parking, and everybody's doing it all at the same time, and like there's nowhere for the cars to go. So what they're trying to do, guys, they're trying to eliminate cars in New York City. You know, people always, every time I mention it to people will say, oh, come on, man, they can't do that, blah blah. Man, they are doing it now. They took away lanes and put bike lanes there. Nobody's using the bike lanes, but they're setting it up because they're gonna force everybody to use bike lanes pretty soon, man. So just prepare for that, man. New York City is gonna be a zoo. You know, like you know, it's not gonna be the same New York that we grew up on, man. These kids now, they actually think it's cool. Yeah, man, too many cars out there because they want to get in their Ubers, they want to get into their scooters and that type of thing, because that's the life that they're living, and they're gonna be accommodated, bro. They're gonna be accommodated. All the people that are not from here, they like that lifestyle. They can't afford to live here. You know, so they're gonna want to have the bikes and the scooters and the Ubers, because that's how they're gonna get around. They can't afford car insurance and cars and that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I wish I can get out of New York. My wife doesn't want to leave, but it is what it is, man. But anyway, shout out to State. It's my guy. You know, I can't wait to talk to him. I haven't spoken to him in a minute. A lot of people have been asking about him, but there's no beef or nothing between me and State. It's just that State is doing his thing. You know, and I'm doing my thing over here. You know what I'm saying? He's doing YouTube. He's writing articles. He's like on Instagram, not Instagram, Twitter, doing stuff. You know, tonight he actually have a show at 9:30 on I don't know what he's doing, but I think he's doing something with Simeon Russell tonight. Tonight also I will be on the Nick of Time show, doing the Knicks nightcap with Phil Porto, Apollo Reed, and 95 Bully. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that channel. I'll be there at 9:30. It's gonna be 8 o'clock. Sorry, I'll be there at 8 o'clock. But right now I'm doing my podcast, right? Because I mean, I do run a podcast and everybody wants to do podcasts, but nobody wants to do podcasts with me. So I got to keep my channel going. So this is what I do. This is your boy Eru on you know, with an AI picture, man. So people have been asking me about this. They're saying, yo, Eru, you look good. Like, you can't tell this is a drawing, dude. Like, I don't know if people think this is a filter. It is a really good picture, I got to tell you, though. It kind of looks like me. It looks it looks like me actually. It looks like me if he was to take a picture of me, but just skinnier in shape. It looks like me in shape. You know what I'm saying? The older Eru in shape. So this is probably what I would like to look like once I get myself together. I got about like 10 more pounds or so, 12 more pounds before I get there. Then I start to really to lift and stuff. But you guys already know that since you've been following the podcast and stuff. But it's fun. AI always messes up Die Hard for some reason. They don't want to let me live. But Die Hard with the double I dotted I forgot what that means there. That adds like a different accent to the name. But I think these pictures that I've been posting from the AI has been really dope, man. So I definitely appreciate the new technology and stuff. Even though like I said, bike lanes and stuff like that, little things like that are really destroying, the world. But some things can be useful, man. So I'm gonna have to stay tuned to see how that plays out. Shout out to Rook Shiesty. He got some notoriety this week because Josh Hart gifted him 2 tickets right underneath the basket, maybe like 3 rows behind I believe the Knicks basket. You know what I'm saying? So the reason why he got those tickets from Josh Hart is because he was basically getting bullied online. People were getting on him for having tickets in the I believe it was in the Chase Bridge section. He was in the Chase Bridge section, which are great seats, by the way. If you ever go to the Garden, if you can get Chase Bridge seats, those are like really great seats. The seats are have a little bit more space, even though all the seats are cramped. There's a little bit more space to walk around. You don't really get bothered too much when you're down on the floor. So the Chase, that's the advantages of the Chase Bridge. But anyway, dope seats, but people were bullying him, so Josh Hart decided to show him some love. But yo, man, he was on ESPN a couple times. But yo, when you click his Twitter account, first thing you see is this. You know what I'm saying? First thing you see is this, and just for this here, I'm going to make the video bigger. That way I don't strain my eyes, so you guys can see everything here. You know what I'm saying? So this is the first thing that you see. It's pinned to his profile, man. So what's up with these young guys, man? And also too, he's been talking about like posting more about haters. He's getting a lot of love from fans all around the internet, but he's only really commenting and resharing the hater stuff. So I don't know what's wrong with dudes, man. The young guys. With this point, he has an opportunity to build himself up. But this is the first thing that you see when you go to his page, and then the second thing you see is him, going back and forth with haters and stuff like that. So I don't get it, man. These youngsters, man. Youngster guys, they need to do better, but they don't listen. Everything is OG and this, that, and the other. They don't listen to the OGs. They rather listen to fucking assholes. But hey, listen, that is what it is. But let's get into some diehard Knicks stuff. You want to talk about haters here? I'm starting to post my content again on the short format reels and YouTube shorts and stuff. So I've been posting those things there. So not a lot of views and stuff like that, and engagement and stuff like that. 89 views, nobody's commenting. But the people that do comment, guys, here it comes again. The haters, right? I don't like to give too much shine to haters, but somebody says, "Oh, you're blaming Matt Ryan." We're going to talk about Matt Ryan in this podcast, but I'm not blaming Matt Ryan, but we'll get to that in a second. But while this guy's has fired a spew at me, all you got to do is click his profile, and it has 29. He has 29 followers, and he's been around since 2013 in July. So this is his stats here: 28 followers, been around since July 13th. And this is what I had to say about him. Please hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and the bell so you'll be notified when I post another thing, man. Yo, cocksucker. You know what I'm saying? So that's what speaking of state, he calls these guys random avies, random avies, avatars, random avies, man. So this guy, he doesn't post content, he just follows people, and he just, basically terrorizes people on the internet. So shout out to him, hope everything goes well with you, hopefully that does something for your life. 2013, you're going strong. So, shout out to you, man. Let's get into some Knicks stuff, Knick updates. This is Towns. Towns here. He got hurt the other day against the Bulls. He got it basically banged his thigh or something. So they're calling it a knee contusion. He got hit like basically right above the knee, so it hurt. He was like squinting. He was hurting so bad that after the game he was shooting free throws and stuff, man. So, the NBA is almost like WWE a lot, but he did get hurt, man. So it is what it is. Also, I see probable. They're saying Jalen Brunson is probable with a right ankle sprain. He twisted his ankle, I think, the game before and last night also. Left knee inflammation from McBride. Maybe that's the reason why McBride has been playing all that well lately. Cameron Payne is probable with a strained left hamstring. So he played yesterday. He actually was the catalyst to help us get back into the game yesterday, man. So Cameron Payne is actually very important for these Knicks. We'll talk about him as this pod goes on too, man. But this definitely want to talk about Karl Anthony Towns. This is the video here where he banged his knee. You see him like really favoring it. If anybody play basketball, you know how that is. Watch the injury, comes in there, bang, just get hit inside of the knee. You know, if anybody play basketball, you know exactly how that feels, man. So, you know, hopefully he's all right and he can be able to play. Sometimes, you know, a day later it swells up and he won't be able to walk, that type of thing. So, you know, hopefully everything is good. But this guy, Kendrick Perkins, is keeping the Knicks accountable here, you know, on ESPN, saying this is not what Tom Thibodeau's teams do. You know, we'll talk about Tom Thibodeau also, man, because Tom Thibodeau and Leon Rose, man, are doing some funny business. First order of business on my side is Matt Ryan. So let's take a look at Matt Ryan. Who the fuck is Matt Ryan? A lot of people don't even know who the hell this kid is. So here goes Matt Ryan. Oops, not that Matt Ryan. He's a football player, Matt Ryan. Oh no, is it the actor Matt Ryan? You know what I'm saying? There goes an actor, Matt Ryan. You know, there's a couple of famous Matt Ryans out there. You know what I'm saying? This Matt Ryan was in he did Assassin's Creed, the video game work. He did voiceovers there. The other Matt Ryan is a football player. I think the last team he played for was the Falcons. You know what I'm saying? But these are not the players that the names that we're looking for. We're looking for this kid, Matt Ryan. Who the fuck is Matt Ryan? So as soon as I heard Matt Ryan, I was thinking of the other Ryan, the famous streetball player. You know, I forgot his first name, but he's like he's the one of the legends from West 4th Street. That's the first person I thought of. I was like thinking, is this his son? You know, but they have no relation to each other. So what is the draw for this kid? You know what I'm saying? He's been ever since he's been in college. You know, his name has been attached to the Knicks. What is the reason? We're gonna have to dive deep here to his Wikipedia. We'll go to his Wikipedia real quick because I'm just googling him. You know, because you know the Knicks seem to like this guy a lot. So let's see where this guy comes from here. It says he's from New York. So he went to Iona Prep also. I don't know what the connection is with Iona Prep. Is Iona Prep a Ivy League school or something like that? I'm not sure. You know, if you guys can throw that in the comments and stuff like that. He's from Valhalla, New York. So he's from Valhalla. So is that having to do with like Norse mythology or something like that? Is this where we're bringing this guy from Valhalla, you know, to come down and save the Knicks? Is that what's happening here? I just don't get it, man. I mean, the dude, because of his jump shot, you know, as you see him here playing for the United States team during the qualifying round in 2023 FIBA World Cup. So, I mean, he's gotten opportunities because of his jump shot. So he's a really good jump shooter. You know, he's known for his jump shot, I should say. 6'6", you know, I'm just trying to like draw strings here because, you know, there's nothing drawing us to this guy. I just don't understand why the Knicks went through so much trouble all these years trying to get this guy. Then they finally get him, and then they immediately throw him into the rotation. I'm trying to figure out what exactly did he do in his career to give him the opportunity to be in the Knicks rotation straight off the street. You know what I'm saying? So let's look at his stats according to Basketball Reference. So he's been on a few teams. 1, 2, 3, 4, now 15. Number 37. Who wears 37, dude? You know what I'm saying? Number 37. Check out his stats for his career. He's averaged 4.2 points per game for his career. 0.5 assists, 0.2 steals, 0 blocks in his career. 1.0 rebounds, you know, for his career. You know, he's only averaging 11 minutes per game in his career. His best season was last year. He averaged 13.9 minutes per game. He shot 43% from the field, 45% from three. So that's his bread and butter there. He's a 3-point shooter, right? Going over here, free throws is 92%. So he can really shoot the basketball. 1.4 on the rebounds in 13 minutes. 0.6 in assists, 0.2 in steals, still no blocks, 0.7 turnovers, and 5.4 points per game. So like I said, I'm trying to figure out what the draw is with this dude. So, you know, me, a lot of people don't like to look at it. So I like to look at 36 minutes per stats. So that year, which was his best year statistically, according to the minutes and stuff, if he played 36 minutes, he would get 14 points per game, 3.7 rebounds, 1.7 assists, 0.6 steals, 0.1 blocks. And you know, the percentages are what they are. So I mean, if he played 36 minutes, this is his projected stats. So this is what we're putting everybody else's career on hold just to give this guy a shot. Is it just because it's 3-point shot? I'm just trying to figure it out because he doesn't seem to have good lateral movement. I don't know about his defense. His defense is not that great. You know what I'm saying? He could stick a jump shot. So this is the only reason why he's on the Knicks. You know, we have other players that we'll talk about, you know, that belong in the rotation right now. Well, like I said, this guy comes off the street and automatically becomes a rotational player. And I mean, I don't know if you could tell by the energy of here from Diehard Eru, which is me. It fucking pisses me off. How does this guy get an opportunity? So I'm just looking around the internet too. You're talking about podcasters. There's a lot of podcasters out there. Me and State was chatting on a text, and we were just like, he was like, we were gonna do a show, but he said he didn't want to keep regurgitating the same information back and forth. You know what I'm saying? From one pod to the next. I get it. You know, but not for nothing, every pod is the same. There's nobody saying anything slick. You know what I'm saying? But it just all depends on who you value and what you think is popular and what isn't. Because I could say the same joke, or I can have the same energy, and just you know, people just don't fuck with me, but they'll fuck with somebody else. They can say the exact same shit I'm saying, but they'll fuck with them for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? So this is the situation here with Matt Ryan. I just don't understand the draw. He's never won anywhere. He's never done anything to warrant any opportunity in the NBA, especially like the Knicks wasted a draft pick in Westchester to draft this guy number one in the G League draft, which is ridiculous to me for a guy that you already anticipated signing anyway. So you wasted a Westchester first round draft pick. You know, I believe it was the number one pick overall in the G League. You decided to draft this guy only to sign him to the team or to a regular contract. Complete waste of resources and stuff like that. There were plenty of kids that deserved to get drafted in the Westchester in the G League draft that the Knicks could have picked up to put into the program to make the Knicks better overall. But we pissed away that draft pick. Another player that I don't have queued up today, but it's Landry Shamet. We're going to talk about him a lot too. That dude broke his shoulder. I just don't understand why the fuck that we wasted another G League draft pick, just to keep him in the fold. And the motherfucker busted his shoulder. What is the fucking point? You know, for somebody that's not gonna play, you know what I'm saying? Why do you have him on the Westchester roster? We could have easily put anybody in that spot, you know, to cultivate talent and stuff like that. You know, I like Landry Shamet just as much as anybody else. You know what I'm saying? But he busted his shoulder. There are plenty of NBA players out there that deserve an opportunity to play over fucking Landry Shamet, fam. You know what I'm saying? And it fucking irks the shit out of me. You know, this guy, Matt Ryan, I just don't understand why he's getting opportunity, bro. He can't play defense, so you can't say he's here because he plays defense or because he can shoot the three. You know, how about can he get open? You know what I'm saying? Are we going to start featuring him to get him open and stuff? What are we talking about here? You know what I'm saying? So let's take the energy down because I clearly do have something, you know, I have a bone to pick with this conversation here. Let's go over to this guy. This is a kid that we drafted, you know, first round. We wasted a first round draft pick on this dude, and he doesn't get the first opportunity. Before I talk about anything else having to do with this kid, we didn't know who the fuck he was. Okay, nobody knew who he was. Never heard of him a day in my life before he got drafted. Okay, they were talking about the other French kids. This kid I'd never seen a day in my life. And if anybody else says, yeah, I know this guy, man, fuck you. Okay, you didn't know him. You didn't know who he was. Okay, but he played in preseason. He played in the offseason, played wherever he played. We saw him play. You know, he didn't really have a good showing in the summer league, but preseason he actually played really well in the preseason. You know what I'm saying? He played really well. He played very professional. Certain things that we didn't have to like circle, like, oh, this guy can't play defense, oh, he can't shoot, oh, he's scared, and this, that, and the other. No, he drove the lane and dunked. He made his open jump shots. You know what I'm saying? He played decent defense. He got back in transition. He did and also too, he's communicating. This guy, he's from France and stuff, but he sounds like he's from fucking Soundview, you know, or from up on Fordham Road somewhere. That's what he sounds like. He sounds like he's from like the heavily Spanish part of fucking the Bronx, bro. That's what he looks like. He looks like he's from, you know, anywhere, anything you want to say, like 167th over there in the Bronx and Jerome Avenue. That's what he looks. That's what he sounds like, bro. You know what I'm saying? So he speaks English. He speaks English perfect. You know what I'm saying? 6'8". He could rebound too. He showed a willingness to rebound. Like I said, he's not a pussy. He's tough. You know, he said that he plans to play. He said that. He said he plans to play. So he got balls. He got balls and said, listen, I'm going to fight to play. So my thing is, he did show you that he could play. So why is this guy being benched? And in whatever minutes that he did get, and he also played good in the minutes that he got. I believe he hit a 3-point shot in like the 2 minutes that he picked up with Tom Thibodeau. He knocked down the shot. You know what I'm saying? What did he do to deserve to get bumped by Matt fucking Ryan, dude? What the hell did this kid do to get bumped? He's a first round draft pick by this fucking club. But Matt Ryan is the one that gets the opportunity. Wasted a G League pick and everything. Only to sign this guy. Why does Matt Ryan get an opportunity over this kid? I'm not gonna pull it up. But you could slide down here to international stats. He played international ball. Okay, so let's click the international stats here. Might not be much, if any. Okay, I'm looking at 1, 2, 3 years here in international basketball. It could be underage. It could be underage leagues and stuff like that. Only 8 minutes, only 3 minutes, only 14.9 minutes. But those stats look very similar to Matt fucking Ryan. You know what I'm saying? But the difference is Matt Ryan is 27 years old and this kid is 18. This kid might be better defensively than Matt Ryan. He might be a better ball handler, ball creator, might be a better defender. Possibly a better rebounder than Matt Ryan. You know what I'm saying? He also has a professional basketball experience. 3 years professional basketball experience, regardless of whatever you want to look at. 1 game, 7 games, 18 games here, 26 in total. But he has played professional basketball. He's not some fucking bum off the street. You know what I'm saying? He was playing also in some other leagues too that they don't have the stats here for basketball. That's why, whatever, grain of salt, whatever you want to say. You know what I'm saying? But you cannot tell me that Matt Ryan has a better chance to make a team than this kid. And just for the simple fact that this dude is 6'8", 6'8" and 210. Like Matt Ryan is 6'6" on a good day. And he's a first round draft pick. We burned the first round draft pick. You mean to tell me we're not playing first round draft picks now? Over a dude that wasn't doing anything before the season started? So to add insult to injury here, let's take a look at the next person that gets this on the street. On the fucking street this year, for Matt Ryan. This guy, TJ Warren, another guy that actually played well in preseason. He played well in preseason. He said, I feel the best I've felt in years. He's finally healthy off the injuries that he's had. You know what I'm saying? This is the stats that he had a couple years ago with Minnesota, all due to injury and stuff like that. But he said he's healthy. He looks in great shape and stuff, But he actually played well in preseason, dude. Okay, he was scoring, playing defense, rebounding, crashing the boards, talking. He was doing everything that you need, that the Knicks need right now. Another 6'8" guy with NBA experience, not just a bum off the street that never did anything. This is a guy that actually averaged double figures in points, scored 50 points in an NBA game, averaged 19, 18 points per game in his career. Do I need to pull up the stats? How old is this guy? He's 31. 27, 31. What's the difference? Except this guy actually has an NBA career that's worth giving a roster spot to. Like I said, this is averages here. I'm not making it up. 19.6 1 year in Phoenix, 18 points per game in Phoenix, 19.8 in Indiana. So 3 seasons, this guy borderline 20 points per game for 3 straight seasons. And you mean to tell me this guy can't get an opportunity over Matt fucking Ryan, dude? And this guy's in the G League? Let's take a look at his G League stats. Yeah. Let's take a look at this guy's G League stats from this year. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he went to the G League and he's playing like shit in the G League, right? Maybe so. I don't know. I'm not really paying much attention to the G League. You know what I'm saying? This is what he did in 2014-15, 26 points per game. Conveniently, it's not here. Let's take a look at current stats here. Let's do this. TJ Warren, Westchester Knicks. This is just shits and giggles, okay? For shits and giggles. Looking for the G League stats here. So I believe this is his G League stats. Hopefully they don't forsake me here and they put his stats here. I don't know if you see what I see. Do you see 32.5 per game? Do you see 10 rebounds per game? Played 35 minutes in 2 games, between 2 games, 35 minutes, 35 minutes, and averaged 32 points per game in 2 games in the G League. 10 rebounds per game in the G League. He doesn't belong in the G League, fam. TJ Warren needs to be on the Knicks bench backing up the players that we have right now. You cannot say there's people on the roster that Tom Thibodeau is playing adequate minutes, right now. This guy can't get a shot to play. Motherfucker, we're playing 6 people. It's a 6-man rotation. 5 starters and basically Deuce McBride off the bench. They're playing Jericho Sims 14 minutes per game, some nights 9, 8 minutes per game. They're playing Cam Payne, who I'll talk about in a second, who's an adequate backup. They're barely playing him either. Tyler Kolek had an opportunity to play with Cameron being injured, Cameron Payne being injured. Tyler Kolek didn't get a chance to play any minutes, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then Matt Ryan, the one that they chose to play 2 straight games now, he barely plays. So what the fuck is going on here? It warrants an explanation. Why isn't TJ Warren on the roster? You cannot tell me that the Knicks already have their 9-man rotation set. We have a 9-man rotation. We already have our guys. We do not have our guys. So you cannot tell me that this guy, 31 years old, in shape, and he played 2 G League games where he scored 32 points each game, at least, because it's an average. Why this guy is on the G League and why we have Matt fucking Ryan, in our rotation right now with Pacom, Dadier sitting on the bench, wondering what the fuck is going on. Garbage. Complete garbage, fam. Let me let that marinate for a second. Listen, man. Diehard Knicks, I haven't been doing podcasts like I should. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing the watch-alongs, but like I said, priority right now is to lose this weight. I already lost 38 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So this is not a fat loser here that's sitting here. All I do is sit in my mom's basement and jerk off all day and talk Knicks all day because I'm working from home with my fucking computer science degree. You know what I'm saying? Jerking off in my mom's basement. I'm a fucking grown man. I got children. I have a wife. Work 12, 16 hours a fucking day. And I still come here to talk Knicks just to get my bars off here because I love to podcast. This is my thing. You know what I'm saying? So, I need answers, bro. Been watching the Knicks so many years, man. There's been times where we gave opportunities to guys that didn't deserve it. Nepotism. We end up losing, winning 30-something games and missing the playoffs and back rotating the same bullshit. Is this what we're looking at right now? Where we're only playing 6 guys. I understand Precious is hurt, but we have other guys that can play. Why are we playing the other dudes? I'm not even going to mention Moses Brown. Because Moses Brown had 27 and 17 in one of these games. You know what I'm saying? But meanwhile, we have guys on the bench that can't get off. We keep playing Jericho. Ariel Hakporti is ready to play. Give him some minutes. But he can't get burned either. So, somebody needs to account for this shit. Shout out to Kareem Grant in the place. I'm Jarrell in the place. These are my peoples. They always fucking hear from me, man. These are my peoples. Julian Bloom. He says Matt Ryan is cheeks. Cheeks! The rest of it is bars. I am Jarrell sees the fire in the eyes. He already knows what time it is. Shout out to Epic So Fly. He says, hit the thumbs up, man. No doubt. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate the avatars. Please put pictures in your avatars, guys. That way people can get to know you. You know what I'm saying? Then you won't be an asshole like this dude here that I pointed out. That I'll just leave it be. Random avies that is always talking shit on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Don't be one of those guys. Dish Stash. What's good, man? Basketball politics. No shit. If you're here, you're in my peer group. Because this is the people that watch this channel. You're in my peer group. You know what time it is. Basketball politics. We've seen it so many times. You look at players on rosters, you wonder why the fuck is this guy playing? You know what I'm saying? Why is this guy playing? That's why I have a bone to pick with so many of these old players that they became coaches now. You know what I'm saying? The coach of the Chicago Bulls. I forgot who the other person was. He used to coach OKC, and he used to coach Washington. I think he's coaching the Washington Wizards now. You know what I'm saying? All these guys are a bunch of bums. How the fuck did they make it to the NBA? Julian says TJ Warren should be on this team. He should be on this team. We absolutely need him. We need the experience. The coach is a terrible evaluator of talent. Sheer favoritism, politics. Yeah, I mean, I'm over it. I'm over it, dude. I'm not the only one. People are here talking here. I'm not the only one. Look at these guys here. No name people here because they're freaking tired. All our Wingstop guys, our quote unquote Wingstop guys. You're talking about OG, you're talking about McHale, Josh Hart. These guys can play defense, but they cannot play breakneck defense for 48 minutes every night and not get fouled out, not get hurt. There's no reason to burn out our players 10 games into the season when we have adequate players to fit into positions. I'm not the only one. Dade, Hakporte, Kolek. It's going to get to a point when guys are going to start demanding trades. It's going to get to the point where people are gonna take a look at the G League and be like, well, this guy TJ Warren, he's been playing pretty good. He's averaging 30-something points in the G League right now. Maybe we should give him a minimum contract and bring him over. You know what I'm saying? But meanwhile, he's in the Knicks organization right now. Tom Thibodeau excuses? It's ridiculous. This is Dorkosaurus Rex. I love the name. I also love the avatar. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, there must be something going on with your channel. I got to check you out when I get a chance. You know what I'm saying? Definitely appreciate you guys for coming in and chopping all away at this chat. Shout out to Rob Bracey. These are my peoples. They always pop in here. West Coast Knicks wants to know what TJ averaged last year. I already told you that. It was due to injury. He's been trying to get back from injury. He's finally healthy now. Whether or not what stats that he had last year, which I showed already, regardless of which, the motherfucker's averaging 32 points now in the G League. He's healthy, fam. He's healthy now. The opportunity. He played in preseason and played well. Where's the opportunity? Shout out to the lettuce, man. For anybody that's into hip hop, for people with a dream to dare do something that the other people will look at you and feel like that you shouldn't be doing something. Shout out to the lettuce, hip hop artist, older gentleman, still putting out music that he believes in, and doesn't give a fuck what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? The same thing like I'm an older gentleman. I don't give a fuck what you think about me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give my takes about different subjects the way I want to on my channel. You know what I'm saying? On Nick of Time show, I'll keep it PG. Especially when I go on Sim show, I keep it PG. Absolutely, when I go to Steph's show, over there on Dope Soul Sports, I'm gonna be on my best behavior because the young lady she's running that's her channel. But this is my channel, bro. So I'm gonna do what the fuck I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say and the way I want to say it. Space Ghost, what's good? These are my people. I'm trying to tell you, these are my fucking people, bro. So scrolling here, thank you for everyone that popped in and is contributing to the chat. Definitely appreciate you guys. But I have a little bit more to talk about. Let's take a look at Tyler Kolek. I like Tyler Kolek. I ain't gonna say I love him because I don't love no man. Shout out to everybody that's always saying I love you and stuff like that, especially on the internet and in person. Yo, I love you, bro. Yeah, all right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody loves somebody, right? And when the shit happens, I don't know. You know, or when it's time for your name to be called, they don't call your name. You know what I'm saying? They'll call somebody else's name because of the clout or whatever. But, you know, whatever. It is what it is. I move according to whatever, and I believe everyone here does the same because you wouldn't be here if you didn't. Take a look at the pictures here. This is Cam and Tyler. So a lot of people are talking about this guy. You know, a lot of people are talking about him. But so most of these pictures here are talking about preseason and what was reported by people. It says breaking news, reports, and breaking news. I'll just read this one here. Put the image in the new tab. Let's take a look at this one here. It says Tyler Kolek to be above Cameron Payne in the depth chart. How did they come to that conclusion in the fucking summer league, dude? How did they do that? How did they come to this conclusion in the summer league? Now we've talked about it before on this channel. You know, if you haven't seen it anywhere else, Cameron Payne is not a bum. I know there's a stigma about him just because of the way he shoots and the way he looks and stuff like that. He's a troll. He's like a dweeb or whatever you want to say. You know what I'm saying? But the guy has great stats all across the board, and he is one of the best backup point guards in the NBA. And he cooked us when Philadelphia finally called his name in the playoffs and made it interesting once they started calling his name in the playoffs last year. Or else we probably would have swept Philadelphia if Cameron Payne didn't play. You know what I'm saying? Cameron Payne was a catalyst to get them going. They still lost, but he was a catalyst to set the team up to possibly make a comeback on the Knicks, man. You know, but let's forget about that. I want Tyler Kolek to play. You know what I'm saying? What's the reason? What is the reason? Oh, he has vision. He's one of the best passers in college sports. Fine. You know what I'm saying? But this guy, Cameron Payne, has been in the NBA for years, one of the best backup point guards in the NBA. Period. You know what I'm saying? Great stats and everything. Speaking of which, let's take a look at some stats. This is this year's stats. Of course, how many minutes does Tyler Kolek play? If he played the same minutes, he would have the same stats. Whatever. But since you say that, let's take a look here. 14 minutes per game, which is decent for Cameron Payne. Averaged 3 assists per game in 14 minutes, which is excellent. You know, 6 points per game in only 14 minutes, which also is excellent. 3-pointers, 40% from 3. Field goals, only 40% also, but he really only shoots threes, to tell you the truth. He'll drive to the basket to give you like little floaters and stuff like that. But if you want to talk about getting the offense going, he basically saved the game for us yesterday. We still lost, but when he came into the game and started running the team, we that's when we made our comeback. We was down by 20, and under Cameron Payne's watch, we were able to get back into the game. That's what Cameron Payne brings to the table. Regardless of the fact if you think Tyler Kolek could do the same thing, Cameron Payne is doing it already, and he's been doing it at 30 years old. Been doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to talk about his stats, but I'll put his stats on the screen here. This is his career stats. You know, you can see the double figures off the bench, double figures. You know, backing up Chris Paul and this, that, and the other. When those guys were hurt, you know, he was able to still put up stats. Almost 5 assists per game in only 18, 20, 22 minutes. Great stats all around. But let's play Tyler Kolek just because one of those. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Matt Ryan. Who's jerking Matt Ryan off in the front office right now? What is the deal with that? What is the deal with it? So anyway, you know, I need to take a break. You know, I'm gonna go hang out with the family. I gotta calm down a little bit. Give me something to eat. I'm gonna prepare for the next pod. It's gonna be on the Nick of Time show. The segment is called Knicks Nightcap, where we're gonna be drinking whiskey, talking Knicks, and Phil Porto is the basically the anchor of the show. That's his baby. He asked me to help him with the show, and I'm doing that. It's good. You know what I'm saying? I like hanging out with Apollo Reed. 95 Buick is somebody that's new. He hasn't been on the show yet, because he has family stuff going on. But shout out to Angry Knicks Bully from Twitter. He's on the show. He's been on the show replacing Bully for now. He's probably going to be on the show for also part of the panel. But we talk Knicks and go around the panel and stuff like that. I don't like doing panel shows on my channel, but I'll do panel shows on other people's channel just because that's what people like, I guess. I don't like the 5-6 people on the screen type of thing. It's kind of annoying for somebody that likes to talk like myself, where I'm sitting there or listening to people say stuff, and you have to be respectful and all this other stuff. So anyway, different vibe on that show. But I'll be doing that at 8 o'clock. I'm gonna be 8 o'clock on every Thursday. So for those that like the Nick of Time show or just like Phil Portal, follow those guys over there. I'll be with them every Thursday at 8 o'clock. Shout out to State. Me and State said he wanted to go on Monday, so you might see me and State on Monday, maybe not. But I'll be here as long as the Knicks are playing. As long as I have a passion to talk Knicks and whatever, I will be here, man. So shout out to me, shout out to State, shout out to everybody that popped in here. Thank you for listening to my rants and stuff. And if I can get you to do that, please hit the thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And we'll go from there. My man Dorkosaurus Rex wants to know if I do call-ins. If everybody would like to see me do call-ins, I would love to do that. I did call-ins briefly at certain points. I used to have open chat sometimes. It depends on what people want here. So I'll make it available if people would like to do that. Have call-ins and things of that nature. I'll pick a day and we'll just devote that to you guys. Since you asked that, I have plenty of things to give away. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not giving away shit until I get to 3,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very close to 3,000. I'm at like 2,900 something. You know what I'm saying? So about 70 something followers away from 3,000. As soon as I hit 3,000, I'll do a giveaway show. I'll figure out something, make it. Maybe I might make it big, maybe not. But if not, I'll definitely have plenty of things to give away back to people that's been supporting this channel throughout the years, man. So anyway, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Iron Jarrell says great show as always. Kareem Grant is always here with me. These are my guys, man. Dorkosaurus Rex, if you're gonna be here hanging out, man, please hit the subscribe button. That way when I go live. I go live when I want to. Typically I go live during Knicks games. If you want to hear me talk during the Knicks games, I do play-by-play, live play-by-play. So come through and hang out, man. I see Trevor. Trevor said he's been saying that Tibbs should have been gone a long time ago. He can't make adjustments. Yeah, it's very frustrating. Tom Thibodeau does bring good things to the table, but it's very frustrating. Right now, Mike Malone is the only person I'm thinking about. I like Budenholzer, but he's with Phoenix now. I like Atkinson, but Atkinson's with the Nets right now doing a good job. Mike Malone is out there. I think Mike Malone would probably be a good transition for the Knicks. Same type of coach, but I think Mike Malone is a little bit better at making adjustments and stuff. And he actually won a championship, unlike Tom Thibodeau, who won a championship as a reserve coach, a freaking assistant coach. So anyway, it's your boy Eru. Without further ado, 4 fingers to the forehead, tucking the thumb salute. Please continue to support the podcast the best way that you can. I see a Cash App link there. That Cash App will be there for anybody that wants to donate to the cause. You can also do super chats as well, or like I said, just hitting the thumbs up is good enough, bro. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys at 8 o'clock on the Nick of Time show on their channel, and just please keep supporting Dire Knicks, man. So anyway, it's your boy Eru out. Peace. Enjoy the outro. Clap your cheeks, baby.
Eru, I see you. Die hard. Trap. We gonna do this one the right way. We in here forever. Yeah. Die hard, homie, die hard. You can check the swag, he the realest by far. Swimming in that blue and orange, he the lifeguard. Yeah, he been through pain, at least he got some nice scars. He can smell a trophy, yeah, he need it back to back. Represent himself, his own name is on his back. 10 toes down, try to stop him, he come back. Bandwagon hoppers, he will knock you off your tracks. You ain't saying nothing, Nero been here from the start. He been working in the lab to take his team and make it art. See him going over film to help him build and make him smart. He will tell you how he feels because he's real and he got heart. He will never fade away, he will never change his face. Everybody picking faves and he's feeling out of place. Cause he is for the team and he always rep the squad. Like that Christmas movie, he gon' always die hard. City on my back. They ask me what's my name and it is on my back. I'm just speaking facts. We got big dreams, we ain't looking back. We be really die hard, yeah, that's a fact. We be really die hard, ain't no going back. Make the whole crowd killer.